of America, HWA, the Orange Company, right? So to kind of give you a little bit of background, we are a 13-month warranty company. So, you know, a lot of the majority of the warranty companies, they are 12-month. We give you that extra month. We do offer free seller's coverage. That's a perk to us. We are the only home warranty company that includes washer, dryer, refrigerator during the listing period. When it comes to the seller's coverage, I do have a brochure that I can send you electronically that'll kind of outline our seller's coverage and the plans and stuff like that that's covered. If you do want the HVAC included, there is a $50 fee. It's not paid until closing. So just, you know, how that goes. Another benefit to HWA is we have what we call the toolbox online. So it is a source where you guys can go online. It has great information. You know, social media is huge nowadays, and everybody's needing that content and stuff like that, you know, to put on their business page, send out and stuff like that. It is air conditioning time, it's hot, so I was on there yesterday actually looking at some of the marketing materials and stuff that we offer to you all. And they have a lot that talks about, you know, servicing the HVAC units and things like that. As far as, you know, I was dealing with a claim yesterday. We cover non-detectable pre-existing conditions. And what that means is, you know, like I said, it's kind of the AC season, right? So I'm gonna really hit this one hard. If it is on the inspection report, it is considered detected, okay? So if you have an inspection report that comes back and recommends, you know, servicing it or something like that based on the age of the unit, you know, please take that extra time and get that service, because what we don't want to happen is, you know, these people buy their dream home, they move in, and then all of a sudden the air conditioning starts messing up, and then when they're calling us, we might require the inspection report. If it's within the first 30 days, it's pretty much a guarantee that we will be requiring the inspection report. And if it is on the inspection report and we do not have an invoice showing that it was repaired at the time, it's gonna be an issue for your new homeowner. Speaking of that, we do not cap on Freon. That's huge. So any home warranty company that you possibly are looking at, obviously I want you to choose me, but a lot of companies, they cap at $10 a pound. Freon is, you know, $80 to $100 a pound right now, and that is a very, very large out-of-pocket expense that your homeowners will have to pay if they, you know, normally if the AC unit, if there's an issue, they have to put a couple pounds of Freon in it to get it up and running again, and that can add up real quick. They have to put 2 or 3 pounds of Freon in it. So that is huge for us because we do not cap on Freon. We will cover the cost of Freon.
So, can I speak?
Yeah,
I can.
Absolutely. This is Marianne.
This is Bridget Phoenix, by the way. She is our local account executive. I am the regional sales manager with HWA. I hate to admit it, but I've been in the industry 20 years. Bridget has just joined us a month, 6 weeks ago, and she did have home warranty background, so I'm really thrilled to have her here in Collin County, and she lives in Collin County, and she knows the area very well. So the key points about Home Warranty of America, though, we are the original 13-month home warranty company. We are nationwide at 13-month. And then the no cap on Freon, that's a really, really big deal. And then the free seller's coverage. That's a great opportunity if you're working with a listing and they're on the fence on who they're going to list with. This is something that you can put out there as something I can offer you as well. So just a few of the key points. And then also we have a concierge department, which is something exclusive to HWA. And what they are is a team of seasoned customer service people that are there just for the sales team and for real estate agents. So it's a special number that Bridget will share with you guys. Just for you, if you have a client that calls you and they have a question, they can't get somebody dispatched, whatever the case may be, you've got the number that you can call directly. You can always call Bridget, but if she's in a meeting like this, you know, we're like you guys, we got appointments, like listing appointments and such, you can always call that number directly, and the concierge team really good people, and they're there to help as well. So, yeah, and like she said, AC season, I will tell you, it's been brutal. It has been brutal this summer, so we're all just trying to stay afloat till the end of the month, but, there are things that do come up. So, you know, if we need to help push a plan along, or whatever the case may be, that's what we're here for though. So, and again, Bridget's doing a great job for us, so, and thank you, Rob, for having us. Yeah,
Sure.
Rob's about a year ago.
Yeah. Question, how does that seller's coverage work?
It's, so the day you order it, it's good for 6 months or until the day of closing, whichever comes first. The free seller's coverage will be extended another 6 months if for some reason the house doesn't sell, which I know is very rare in this market. So the HVAC coverage, though, if they elect to get that, it is good just for the first 6 months. They will not renew or extend the HVAC coverage.
But what does it cover? I mean, does it come do you guys send an inspector out to kind of pre-inspect, or
No,
just?
we do not. So what the contract states is that the systems and appliances need to be in good working order at the start of coverage. So if you order listing coverage and you're sitting there at the kitchen table and they say, yes, I want to get this home warranty, I would ask them, when is the last time you had your heating and AC serviced? If they act like they don't know what you're talking about, that's not a really good sign. So that's our number one item, most expensive item, obviously. So, you know, they're about to have the home inspected. So it's a good idea to go ahead and have that heating and AC system serviced. They have something in writing showing that it has been maintained, brought to good working order, and then they have that coverage good for the home warranty as well.
So then when it does get inspected by the buyer, they find a plumbing issue or they find a mechanical issue, it's covered by you guys?
No. So the purpose of the seller's coverage, and I shouldn't say no so abruptly, but
Yeah.
The purpose of the seller's coverage is to help the seller offset their costs on things that just break due to normal wear and tear. Say the dishwasher quits working, or the garbage disposal, whatever the case may be. So the things that come up on the inspection report, more than likely were not in good working order at the start of coverage, and the majority of them are not home warranty items. So if there is something that comes up and you think that it, you know, something that would be covered by the home warranty, I'm not gonna tell you don't call and place a claim. I mean, you can, but if you call or your homeowner calls and they give us a checklist of items, you know, it's obvious that it was something that came up on the inspection report, and those typically are not covered items by any home warranty company.
So it's for things that break down or things that happen during the listing period then?
Correct.
Okay, that's still good, that's good.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
if they don't have their HVAC service, like we had just recommended they do, can they have seller's coverage for everything but the HVAC system?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the free part. So it covers a major, you know, the appliances, everything that's normally covered by the home warranty, with the exception of the HVAC, but we also add in, like you said, the washer, dryer, and the kitchen refrigerator is available for the seller's coverage as well. Yes, ma'am?
The smoke systems.
Yes, so if you look at the back of the plan,
There it is, there it is.
yeah, so on the marquee plan, she was asking about mismatched systems. So this does come up. What is a mismatched system? So it could be an AC system where maybe the homeowner's been in the home for many years. Something went wrong with their AC, and a contractor convinced them to upgrade their condensing unit to a larger size. So they have a 3-ton unit on the inside and a 4-ton unit on the outside. That's a mismatched system. So when it fails, the failure is not due to normal wear and tear. So with the marquee plan, if you look, that's the plan, the third column there on the coverage, under Orange Plus, right there, that's added into the marquee, and that's where it states that we will cover mismatched, improperly, I don't have my glasses. Yeah, so that is included in our marquee plan, so we do strongly recommend that coverage as well. The diamond plan, our middle plan at $550 is a very popular plan also. It's everything that's in the gold plan, which includes termite coverage. We do include termite coverage and garage door opener in our plans, and those typically are extra options with some of the competitors. And then the diamond plan at $550 adds in the premium coverage. And this is just some of the little extras under the different trades, under plumbing, like fixtures and faucets and that sort of thing. That gives them some little added coverage there. And then the marquee plan at $600. And we did just recently, this is a fairly new plan since March 2018. And we did just recently, we had like several deductibles going on here. So we made it consistent across the board and reduced it to $75 across the board. Do you have any other questions?
So, I'm sorry, when you say deductible, that you're saying that's your service call fee?
Yeah, right here under the orange, the trade call fee. We call it the trade call fee. So if you use voice activation, I try to use voice activation, it always comes out coffee. Instead of trade call fee.
Okay. So as realtors, I think one of the things that when we're discussing warranty plans with our buyers, or sellers, their biggest feedback that they give us, that would be negative is that in general, most companies, they'll call for service and then it takes forever for the vendor to either return the call, set up the appointment, come to the house, and then when they do come to the house, they get the impression that the vendor is sort of working on the side of the warranty company and that they'll put a Band-Aid on something instead of saying, yes, you need a replacement. And it can take weeks and weeks and weeks for them to finally get an issue resolved. So when our buyers ask us, is it worth it for me to, I'm competing on this home, is it worth it for me to ask the seller to provide me with a home warranty company? I mean, we kind of have to say, well, this could be how life is with a warranty company. So what's your?
Well, you know, okay, so you got 2 points on just the whole process, and then when you're dealing with multiple offers. So it is a process. It's insurance, and so a lot of folks don't understand that, and so that's why we try to educate the realtors also. So if the water heater goes out, the plumber's not going to just show up with the water heater on his truck to replace it. They have to diagnose it, and we have to confirm that it was a failure due to normal wear and tear, and it falls under the home warranty. Same thing on the AC system. So, and I'm not gonna tell you that it never happens with HWA, because it does. It happens with every single home warranty company. Especially right now, in the AC season, I mean, we're all, like I said, even, we'll offer them an outside contractor if we can't get somebody to service within a timely manner, and they're calling us back saying the retail contractors are booked out a week or more. So, but that's what you can have us for in the concierge department as well. So, when those things happen, and, she's heard me say this many times, I like to set realistic expectations that it's very likely something's gonna come up, that you might get a call from one of your clients saying, I'm working with the home warranty company, but I just don't feel like I'm getting this process, you know, moved forward as quickly as I think it should be. And that's what we're here for. So,
do you have a standard policy that you quote as far as response time?
So we are regulated by the Texas Real Estate Commission. A lot of people don't know that. So the rule from TREC is that we have to, the contractor needs to respond within 48 hours to schedule an appointment. So I know all of you are going, oh my God, it's AC season, it's 100 degrees outside, right? So that's what every home warranty company contract states. We are trying to find same day, next day service as soon as possible. So that's what the time frame is, so to answer your question there. And then when you're dealing with multiple offers, you know, this helps protect you as well as the seller when the buyer does get it. So our answer to multiple offers is we are the only home warranty company that will offer our real estate product upfront with payment options. So they can pay monthly payment options, and they can still get it at closing, and then they just pay the 40 or 50 bucks, however much it is per month, to get the plan going. So, yeah. So if they don't want to include it in the contract because there's multiple offers, that's something to consider to help them still get the protection and still protect you as an agent and the seller from the liability.
And if you don't mind, can I piggyback off that real quick? Another thing that I've seen that's worked really, really well is as soon as a claim is filed and things like that, they will be notified on who was assigned to them. So they will get the technician's company name and their phone number. And I always say, give at least, you know, an hour to an hour and a half to make sure that they get the paperwork to know that HWA has assigned them, and call them directly to get on their books and become first available, and let them know, like, hey, I filed a claim, HWA gave me your contact, I'm assigned you. If you have any cancellations, can you fit me in?
Yeah.
And that way, they don't feel like they're just kind of out there in limbo waiting to hear back.
Yeah.
And that has really helped too,
Yeah.
because if the contractors are out in the field or something and they don't turn stuff in until the end of the day or whatever, it might be, that's why we do allow that time, because they might not know until they get back to the office and be like, okay, this is your assignment for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so that way they can already be put on the books.
Yeah.
What
So,
about the service that the vendor is providing as far as being a really well-qualified, knowledgeable, skilled AC guy?
Absolutely, yeah. Every home warranty
That's what we
company-
hear all the time. They didn't know, when they came to my house, they didn't know what they were doing.
yeah, every home warranty company has a pre-screening process, and we do require that they carry, I think, at least $500,000 in liability insurance. So any of you that know anything about liability insurance, that's expensive. So obviously they're gonna be a company that's in good standing, that's gonna be able to have that in place. So, like I said, I've been doing this for 20 years. The biggest challenge is on AC claims. So the AC companies are struggling to get good qualified people as well. So yes, we do have a pre-screen set for that, but occasionally that may come up where we get somebody that's, you know, just don't feel like you're doing the job. So we need to know about that. We do have a system in place too, that if there's a complaint against a contractor, that we can file that complaint and move them down the list or whatever we need to do in that respect. Did you have a question? Yes, sir.
So if you come out and you do a repair in the 6-month period, and then the buyer says, oh no, I don't want HW, I gotta have American Home Shield, I like them better, then what?
So we are not billing, so the free seller coverage, obviously there's nothing to bill. So, if we do not get the closing information and you have the $50 HVAC coverage in place, even if they've had a claim, which I've had that come up before too, we are not billing for the $50 seller's coverage. So once, if you get the coverage in place, and then once you call in the closing information with the buyer's name, the title company, all that good stuff, our system will automatically send an invoice to the title company.
Okay, so now, how does this $50 thing work with the HVAC? So it's not automatically put on there?
No.
You have to get it serviced and then send you the receipts showing it's been serviced, and then you charge $50?
No, you don't have to send you any receipts. I'm just recommending that if they've not had it cleaned and serviced within the past 6 months, that they go ahead and do that and just have that paperwork on hand, that if something breaks during the listing period or even the buyer's coverage, they've got that to show that they did keep it maintained and it was in good working order. So it's not required. The only time it would come up is if our contractor goes out and states that there was something that indicated it was not in good working order at the start of coverage. Any home warranty company at that point would ask if you have something showing that it's been maintained.
What about pools?
Pools?
Yeah.
So the pool coverage is available for buyer only. What is the question?
No, so you don't get it on the seller, so it's
No.
not for the seller, okay.
No, sir, it's a buyer only option.
And
Okay.
it's an add-on option.
Okay,
It's not
so,
covered in the 3 plans that we offer, it's considered an add-on option.
okay, so it's not part of this
It's a
Marquee
separate option, it's
600?
listed over here on the right.
So if you go
Okay.
to the very back of the brochure,
Yeah.
it'll have like the 3 plans, and then it has check marks on what's
Okay.
all in it, and then on this side is the add-on coverage where it's, you know, the pool, septic
Okay.
systems, things
How
like
much is
that.
the pool? I can't, oh,
Um,
190,
1, 2, 3,
okay.
4, 5, 6.
So we're looking at
The pool, it's 190,
790 for a
and then
pool.
saltwater is more expensive, I think it's 410.
It's 410.
410.
That's to cover the mechanical parts of the pool system and then the saltwater cell, the parts that make it the saltwater pool. You guys have been great. I didn't expect to have so many questions, but thank you. And I can tell you I'm getting antsy and probably ready for lunch. What'd you bring for lunch?
Yes, there's Chick-fil-A out there.
No way.
Okay, so in